But here's the question.
That's too convenient.
Where does that leave Ron Paul?
That leaves Ron Paul knocking on the door at the Minneapolis convention saying, you know what, you guys aren't real conservatives. We've been telling you that for a year, and we're going to tell you it in a very loud and poignant way at the convention and around that convention building.
That's right. Ron Paul's allies are planning,
which are legion, by the way,
organizing an embarrassing public revolt at the Republican National Convention to show the disagreements they've got with John McCain and the platform as well. And it sounds like what they're doing is they're trying to negotiate a speaking role for him so that, right now, we hear that Ron Paul is going to have a revolt. Let's give him a Tuesday night speech. And so perhaps that's what he's trying to do.
He is still on the ballot, and occasionally strange things have happened. In Pennsylvania, Ron Paul got 20% of the Republican vote. It wasn't even a contested primary. It was all Hillary versus Barack. John McCain was on the ballot. Ron Paul did some strategic campaigning. 200,000 of the 800,000 Republicans said, we want Ron Paul. That's a significant number. He feels that entitles him to a speaking role at the convention.
Well, we know that his supporters are passionate and ardent supporters because they email us all the time.
That's right. They know how to turn on the computer.
Interesting to see what happens.
Which came out last week, sold.
Well, we're going to go back to our two guests, if they're talking to each other still. The major revolt is in the works for supporters of Congressman Ron Paul. What do they have in store for Senator John McCain? All right, so, Mike, tell us about this, because apparently Ron Paul supporters, and we know that they are very strong in their beliefs, they are going to protest at the Republican convention?
Well, now, I will concede that this could be a little bump in the road for the Republicans at the convention. There is no question that this could be a major headache for John McCain. I talk to Ron Paul supporters every day on my radio show from all over the country. They are a passionate bunch. They are absolutely focused, and I think John McCain would be well served to kind of reach out and give him an olive branch at the convention. Let him speak, give him a role, because if these people are disrespected, this combined with Bob Barr's announcement that Barr now is running as a libertarian is going to just take votes away from John McCain and could be a disaster for the Republican Party.
Hey, Bob, with Barack Obama about 150 votes away from the magic number of 2025, what are the chances that the Clintons can move the goalposts at the end of the fourth quarter and change that magic number up to 2,209, as Howard Wolfson suggested on Sunday?
About as good a chance as Mike does of getting a Republican elected president in 2008. But, hey, Mike, first of all, I love Mike. I just want you people to understand this. Let's talk about Ron Paul for a second. The answer is they can't move the numbers. But Ron Paul, I couldn't agree with you more, Mike. He could be a real problem. Ron Paul, I think he ought to get a primetime speech at the convention. This is the only guy who has a bubble doll made for him that his head doesn't move.
But there are his thighs made out of stainless steel.
No, and you talk about you talk to them on the phone every day. When you say these are committed people, let's be honest about it. They're nuts, and they're going to shove at that convention.
Take it easy, Bob. Take it easy.
No, wait a second. I know they'll call. No, I don't mean nuts in a bad way. I mean they're nuts about their guy.
Really? That's a term of endearment,
you think I got through politics for 30 years without knowing how to spin out of trouble like that?
Listen,
they're nuts about their candidate. They're encouraged. Yes. But I think they ought to do it, Mike, and I think it'd be great for you guys to have Ron Paul at your convention.
Well, listen, I mean, it'll show some diversity at the convention.
Sure.
That's okay.
Why not?
Yeah, well, there's the kind of diversity you need, brother.
And you guys love diversity.
Bob Beckel, what is your personal email address?
Thank you. What's his phone number?
It's sducey at foxnews.com.
All right. Bob Beckel and Mike Gallagher.
He's the guy that called Ron Paul folks nuts.
No,
Mike Gallagher,
I didn't. I mean, you're nuts. You're in love with him. I didn't mean that. I really didn't.
Learn to answer the question, Bob.
Put the toothpaste back in the tube.
I didn't mean it. I love you people.
Mike and Bob, we thank you very much for joining us.
Bob.
All right.